Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, recently, this is another book review. I've had this book. I bought this book. I don't know if can you see them from here? You may not be able to. These are ginormous books. These are both by Ian McCollum, with a fellow named James Ripley doing the pictures. What they are like coffee table art books. This is Small Arms of World War II, U.S. Arms. And he's doing a whole series on these. And this is volume 2, which is what I just bought, which is Small Arms of World War II, Soviet Union. And it's all the pistols, submachine guns, rifles, automatic rifles, grenade launchers, and all that stuff that people carried in World War II. In like manner, same thing in this book. And they're both beautiful books. I mean, they're full of absolutely interesting maps, gorgeous photography, lots and lots of information about weapons. And, oh gosh, they also weigh a ton. And they're just beautiful things. Oh, that's a Mosin Nagant. And what do we have here? Can't even tell. This one I'm unfamiliar with. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons I don't really know. That looks like a 1917. And there's a clip for that's for a M1 Garand. Oh, that's an M1 Garand. One that's on my wish list, but I've never been able to find one at a reasonable price. Division of Civilian Marksmanship is supposed to have some. They picked up a bunch from, I think it was from the Philippines or South Korea or something recently, and they're going to be selling those off. But I don't know. For years I was a member of the NRA, and since they're a club that's recognized, I could have gotten it at the time that way. But there's local clubs I can join. I'm no longer a member of the NRA. I was a life member, but I canceled my membership. You know, Wayne LaPierre, you screwed a lot of us. You really screwed a lot of us, and you screwed the NRA itself. They became a laughingstock. Not worth going to anymore. Anyway, that's a political subject. This is just an interesting book. These are art books, and they weigh a ton. And they're much larger than the usual volumes you'll find. Ian's going to be doing a series on Small Arms of World War II, British edition, French edition, Italian edition, and Japanese. I don't know what he's going to do beyond that, but I know those are in the works. And James Ripley is his photographer. And he, of course, Ian can go all over the world and find interesting things in collections and in museums everywhere, and did for these. And I'm reading through the one on the Soviet Union right now, but the one on the U.S. I've already been through, and it's a fascinating, it's a well done book, and it's as you can see, there's little pictures on the cover of the various guns of that particular country in silhouette, and it's just fascinating. It's just fascinating books. And well worth I think they're a little bit pricey. I think it was 100 and some odd, maybe 100. Why this keeps dying on me, I don't know. But it just turns itself off. As I was saying, they're a little bit pricey. They're they're huge. I mean, just ginormous books. I only have one shelf big enough to hold them over here. And if I get any more of these, I'm going to run out of room. I'll put them over there. But what's interesting is I have a few Soviet weapons. I have quite a few American, not any of the full auto ones. I do not have a Class 3 license. I do not have any full auto weapons. But I do have normal small arms. I'm not a fan of modern erector set guns, ARs, the AR platform. It's interesting. I have one. That's good enough. But it's not on the wall in here because it doesn't really interest me. These are interesting to me. They're still, when guns were still made with wooden stocks and blued or Cerakoted or parkerized metal parts. Where you do a finish of some kind to preserve the metal, and then you have a good solid hardwood that you make the stock out of. The times that they made real weapons, real guns, I realize that the modern ones are much lighter, and that the polymer stocks are probably as strong as or stronger than a good yew or maple or I don't know, what did they make hickory? I think they made them out of for the long rifles. But maple was used a lot because you can get some good patterns out of maple. I think they're pretty. I just think a fine wooden stock is pretty, and it's kind of interesting. Anyway, series that Ian's doing, and he's already got 2 books on the series out now, which is kind of cool. I've always been jealous of his collection and of his collecting, and of his contacts worldwide. He is probably the world's greatest living expert on firearms right now, and a lot to learn from the man, and I do my best. Anyway, happy trails.